Hi, this is a quick description of single-page scrollers. I've been building single-page scrollers for a couple years now. The um, the big differences between single-page and multi-page is that they are basically one's a one-page and the other is multi-page. But that's necessarily always the truth. Sometimes single-page scrollers have just a really big home page and multiple inner pages. And the reason that we do that is to get higher rankings in Google. It's better SEO. Basically, in a nutshell, you have more pages, it's more meat on the bones. And on the home page, you have lots of information organized nicely, so Google kind of has something to hook and then start pulling you in. So that's kind of the real big differences. I have two examples of single page and I have two examples of traditional pages. Traditional pages, you may know, is there's really not a lot of scrolling that goes on. You can just basically click and you can see everything without ever never really needing scrolling. This is back when the scrolling bars you had to drag here and then have a thing on the mouse. So a lot of people just basically clicked and they got to different parts of a site that way, and it was cleaner and easier. And of course, Google put this in mind as well as the other search engines, and they said, "Oh, well, you look at that. There are lots of links. Obviously, a real page, a real site. Excuse me." So there's a huge advantage to that. You can see it's 2012, so you can see we're a little behind the times, but yet the site still functions in the exact same way it always needed to, and nothing's really changed there. So that's a good example of a traditional. Now let's go back to a single page. Now, a couple things in the anatomy of a single page scroller is, you always have a header. That's just about always standard. A lot of times people put the headers on the side. Not recommended. It's not exactly a great user experience. The header usually has your logo somewhere, some social, and then navigation items. A lot of times people like to put some contact information up there as well for small businesses. Now, you can see that as we scroll, the header stays sticky. That's the term. It means it's fixed. It means it doesn't move. Beauty of that is that when you're scrolling, you always have your navigation items if you need them. So let's say we scrolled a little bit and then we decided, oh, you know what? I want to learn about what kind of food they have at this place. And I click on that. And well, look at that. It actually scrolled slowly down to the food part. Now, the cool thing is that I don't actually need to leave this page to learn. Everything's here. I just click on it. Bam, bam, bam. Beauty. Now let's learn about the beer. Look at that. Right to the beer taps. And, everything's right there. Now, I'm ready to go back up to the top. Now, I recommend a lot of times you having this back to top button down here. Now, the huge advantage is that people feel they don't never going to get lost. Now, sometimes that doesn't necessarily matter when you're in desktop, but let's say I'm in responsive view. Let's just go into responsive view. I'm so sorry. Let me just kind of go here. And let's say we're scrolling down. My guy's right there. I just hit that with my finger and I'm back up to the top. It's a very nice thing. Now, let's go see another single page scroller, and this one's already in its responsive view. You can see it's a long site. I want to just kind of click on something like resume or something. And it takes me right to the resume page, and you can kind of, click and move. Nothing's really necessarily hard to get to. It's simple. It's, faster than multi-page sites. Now, I want to go back to the top. I can actually click that guy right back up there, pick the next section. So single-page scrollers, in a nutshell, are a big advantage to Google. They also, they're a more modern experience. People feel like, it looks like a newer site. There's a lot more meat on the bones. And, Google likes them too because they basically are everything at your fingertips, which is huge. So that's my simple take on a single-page scroller. I hope this helped. Have a great day.